Ebusuafo cardio man ye na mechia mu nyina na nda ye YouTube video no ye ne lady bia na osuye as say wetumi lose body weight asa getting in shape ye ne na ebe twetwe nkomo no wa kire se ne oye den oye no faaye ekwan ye otumi lose weight getting in shape nti uyo obi a wo so a wo pese won lose weight na so won getting in shape a hwe video we man nye den ensi ebusuafo cardio man ye na mechia mu nyina wo menua ba na mekan se na oso no ba wetumi lose weight a get in shape no ono temi nchen ende nti mpese on introduce no ho na senti or start say o training ana o be get in shape no na on ya den abonkomo odo within the same any senti a o share o fitness journey ase
within the Kathy on TikTok me fit with Kathy and senti I share fitness na say I was struggling with my image, with my physique. Okay, I had health problems, so waist pains, lower back pains, joint pains, and I was dealing with frustration, depression. I wasn't a happy person because I didn't like how I looked like. And I think it was just an inner struggle with me every time where I see myself, I don't like what I'm looking at, and I know that I can do something about it. But I think the health problems were what's really pushed me to actually go in for it because ordinary talking became a problem, walking became a problem. I couldn't go up the stairs without panting for breath, right? So I was just struggling with ordinary daily activities that were supposed to be normal. And I realized that, no, if I can do something about it, then let me do something about it. So that is what actually started the whole thing of me going into the fitness.
Oh, okay. So I've learned something new here.
Okay.
What's it? Ebedu baby na kasa cry den. This is the first time I met baby say. So obi to me actually sa part ni mo den amma ye kakra. Esi den na obi oso de kasa so be ye problem ye den ema.
Okay, it's once I'm in Okasa Sisiano, I'm normal. Yeah. I'm not struggling anything. But first, no, me so no, se me kasa na se starting to shame con as no, it's ha. Into no me kasa kakra. Me kasa kakra na se I need air because it was just tight on my chest area, and it also felt like it was a lot of work to talk. Okay. So, and I became a very easily triggered person. Because when him said I have to do a lot of work to keep the conversation going. So that was also one of the many other reasons why I had to do that.
Now just it make you very uncomfortable at stages because senior edu de bi akasa kra e o de na just obi so or feel very uncomfortable.
I think it depends on the individual because there are some bigger people that don't have any problem with talking. But menona mebre. I was really struggling. And meno bekasa say crampono a problem for me. So I think it depends on the person, on the individual, and maybe how the fat deposits are. Once genetics wise, maybe I think it really depends on who we are talking about. Yeah. That's what I was struggling with.
I get you. Sanya, me who before videos, ne pictures, Sanya now then what no. Na your friends say me who current physique so I am a fair. And in an interview we may imagine say me from na me no why then adwetwe nkomo. Nti obi a na otese Sanya otie before no as is your person on yet say wo but mostly you beka say ya for exercise say then e kan your diet ne sa anyo bebre ni na beba so but person start wo exercise no wo hwa exercise potty ben pa na eboa e weight lifting your friend say cardio and exercise type ben na ye den eboa.
So we are starting with the exercise part because we both understand that the exercise is not the most important part. Yeah. So the thing is, me nankasa no man started with exercise. Okay. Me started with man started with exercise because now me feel say didie ni munti na maye kese. And na akwadro so ho. Nti say me sorry say me ko exercise and honestly speaking, it wasn't part of the script. But I realized say once I maybe kese no my skin no emutwen pa to accommodate the fat. So na my kese na my skin so agogo. So I started with dieting. And initially I started with dieting. Say okay, measure me DDM. First maybe I made DD after this time, after that time. Now no, I'll check it. Oily foods, I will check it. aduane a meto outside, I'll check it. And I started with being conscious with how I'm eating, what I'm eating, and the time that I'm eating, right? Because I understood the whole idea of I'm eating too much. Okay, I was honest with myself, say, oh, I'm eating too much. But I realized, me so started saying, I was dealing with a lot of loose skin. So now me so say all right, but me honam ne go too much, right? And then I go it's not like okay, it's just getting loose and it's getting flabby. It was also getting wrinkled. Okay, so I was losing weight, but I didn't like how I was looking when I was losing the weight. So I started with yoga at home. Because again, I'm struggling with laziness and consistency. I don't want to work out. I'm still giving myself excuses. Okay, so I started with yoga and I didn't do anything major at the start. It would be 2 minutes yoga, done for the day. The next day, 3 minutes stretch. The next day, and I realized that the little things that I was doing was actually pushing me to want to do more. So I would go search, what to help with loose skin, this, that, and I understood that okay, loss of collagen when you get fat, it stretches too much and all that. So I was like, okay, then I have to incorporate weightlifting into my journey. So I started with doing it at home, body weight workout. Then I realized that I wanted something more challenging. So then I started with the gym. And that's how it started. So I didn't start with the exercising.
Oh, that's nice. I've learned something new over here, say. So you'll be also now per se. Weight, you are not comfortable with your weight and you want to change how you look at it. Is not all about exercise. You can even start at home. So we did because of it, send your fano and the man body put you up certain your friends weight be a day until we start you fee until start you fee now we your friends say we show we did who say changes about appearance and now can say who say changes about appearance we looks but now I say we skin I loose be sir
so changes by all right but not and say it wasn't serious changes like that. Okay, honestly speaking, results na me huno it was slow. Okay, so once ebimu naturally no mo ye kwashokobo ebimu so no top and down ye balanced. Okay, inti me no me ye kwashokobo. Okay, inti no me gaining weight no unfortunately no na kese no majority of the kese no ehye me so. Inti na as my top heavy but then bottom very very light. Inti I'm losing weight all right but me who say Asia no fast no. Okay, I'm losing weight, but me who say okay, the imbalance is becoming too obvious, and I didn't like it. So that was the thing, and I think at a point too, it started feeling like it was too slow. Because once I don't move. I'm just checking my diets. I don't have to eat this much. I don't eat that much. But I wasn't seeing any tremendous changes that I'll be like, okay, I know that I'm doing this. So I think a portion of it was me wanting to see much more results, knowing that I'm not doing the most. Because they say dieting is 80% and then the exercise is 20%. So I felt if I'm doing 80% and it doesn't feel enough for me, I want to add the 20% so that I get the 100% once and for all. So that I see that, okay, I'm doing this and then I'm getting my results.
Okay. Perfect. So you talked about yoga, and then I've learned something new. To see an interview na me no nkomo na me no di no. Me sua nyawa bebre film. One thing I me sua say this year, yes you say onye the hardest job farmer the laziest person because they will find an easy way of doing it. What say what now what your friends say weightlifting, going to the gym, dieting and stuff, but now on page you wanted to start from baby I am no now who say be which show we did na and you one of the steps now I am now who show we did one shade who massive improvement. Do you what you say about the exercise in the but you wanted to still go the easier way, which is the yoga. So what who say yoga na easy more. So we started yoga no for how long? And now yoga no period of time no yoga and so no na improvement no result no so at the same.
Okay, so first of all, the reason I mean who improvements was because of my metabolism. Okay, some people have high metabolism, so they would have seen much more results than I would, but my metabolism is very slow. Okay, so I understood that to pump it up a little, I have to do some sort of exercise.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do weightlifting at that time because, again, I was very lazy. Okay. So the yoga wasn't, it is not that I thought it was the easiest route. It was just that I still wanted to do something. Okay. And at that time, I don't want to move around. I don't want to feel like I'm panting because as I told you, even talking makes me pant, right? Walking is stressing me out. So if ordinary walking is stressing me out, I don't think I want to go home and I'm jumping and I'm trying to sweat. I don't want to do all that. So I didn't think I wanted to do the tough stuff. At that time, I believed that the yoga would be the easiest route. Okay. So I got a yoga mat. So I don't know me share YouTube video. Oh, okay, I'll stretch and all that. So it was mainly for stretches. Okay. It helped me with my flexibility and mobility. And honestly speaking, it really eased me up because once over stretches, so it was something that I used to look forward to. It got to a point where I wasn't even doing for weight loss anymore. Because I felt I feel fine. Some of the pains that I was feeling, so it wasn't even about weight loss anymore. But because I'm checking my journey, I was also losing weight. Even though I'm getting better in terms of flexibility, mobility, and all that, I was also getting loose skin. Okay, I think what really motivated me to start was the loose skin part, and then the imbalance, how obvious it became. Okay. So the yoga is not easy, okay? There's nothing easy, okay? It's just that at that time, because of the laziness I was dealing with, I just felt it would be easier to just be on the mats, on the floor, in the house. I'm not carrying my body, I'm not jumping, I'm not moving around. That is what was motivating me to do the yoga. But I found that it was actually very peaceful. Okay. And I was feeling well with mobility and flexibility. Okay,
I get you. So, Yabeka say, with the loose skin, no, you realize exercise was the way to solve it. Yeah. So we started exercise, no? Did you see changes in your friends loose skin? Who say now your friends say our body no so no. I say strong no yeah you can see then action ase. So exercise to me bo more correct sa partner na we ninja ho.
So yes, the great part of it, yes. Mm-hmm. So the loose skin part, no, aboa, because even Okomi page, so I get people DM me and they're like, oh, how do you get rid of your loose skin? I'm a say, Dabio, I still have the loose skin, no, but my building muscle no, is not obvious. Time and I mean building muscle, no, it was obvious. Like say, hey, I said go, and it was very soft. It was very, very soft. And it helped with the loose skin, but okay. So the question was what was the question? So sorry.
Question is who started exercise no? Uh-huh. The problem of loose skin no? Okay. Was it fixed? And then your friend say now what's not cancer now who say will upper body ya can say a change or lower body into who started exercise no? Who changes via encourage you say no more.
Okay, so two questions here. Together. One is loose skin and then the imbalance that I was dealing with. Yeah. Okay, so with the loose skin, yes, it did help. At the beginning, not so much, because at the beginning, I didn't have the muscles, right? So because I was losing the fat, the skin was dropping, so it was very obvious. But as I was building the muscle, it looked like the skin was lifting up. Okay. So it did help with the loose skin. And with the imbalance, so you see, I'm an inverted triangle per genetics. I can't change my genetics, right? I can't change much. But the imbalance is not as obvious as it was when I hadn't started. Okay. Now there is still an imbalance because as an inverted triangle, my top would always be bigger than my bottom. But now the bottom has just a little volume that is catching up with the upper body. Okay, so it has helped. It helped with the loose skin and it also helped with the imbalance. It didn't get rid of my loose skin though, because I still have it. Just that how obvious it used to look when I hadn't started working out is not so obvious now that I do work out. Okay. So it's still there, but it fixed the appearance. It didn't get rid of it.
The exercise, no? It me boa ma correct a lot of stuffs ma skin na loose no with exercise no to me build the muscles be around that places money look better than it used to be no. Obia opese ono so nhase no they would like to know say how many times your friends say a week now you then we train here na we work out so it is saying now your cardio no saying it's what as a church me then
Okay. So me mom dear, me started you know. I didn't give myself any timeline.
Okay.
Into my mom who say in the next 2 or 3 months I should have lost weight. In the next my yes sir. Me dear say I just wanted to make sure say I've just changed my physique, I've changed my habits, I just wanted to be a different person. Almost it's like a rebranding something, right? And I didn't care about how long it would take me. So truth be told, I didn't rush the process. Make for the gym, no. Well, my first experience, I didn't like it. I shared that on my TikTok as well. I didn't like my first experience. Into me call one time, and I want biome. I paid for the month. I didn't go again, and then I tried another month. Some month, no. I'm not even kidding. I just went twice in that month. The
first or the second one?
No, first one manko. Was the first one, no, I didn't like the experience. Into no, me call once. Okay. That was the first time I call no, and I manko biome. And I made a second month, right? The next month, no, me try biome. And I made just two days in that month. So I paid for the whole month, and I just went 2 days because again I was struggling with consistency, with laziness, with discipline, and I think I hadn't actually grounded myself to understand that this would be the new normal. But again, because now pressure any no, there was no tension, and I said, okay, and then into me uncle, if anything I may yoga no fee, into me uncle I'll do my yoga. Okay, then the next month, no, I was like, okay, let me try. Okay, let me just try because I'm just wasting money. So let me try and do 3 days in a week. Nothing serious, just 3 days in a week. Into my and then I'll go the next time. So I did 3 days in a week for a couple of weeks, and I started liking it. So then I would go 4 days in a week, sometimes every day in a week, which I wasn't supposed to. So in the gym, I wouldn't do cardio much. Because again, let me just say I was a lazy person. And I felt cardio was just too much work for me. You are going to jump, you are going to do this. And I had already started doing this skipping thing at home when I was trying to work with my consistency and discipline. And I didn't like the results that I was getting because it was making the imbalance even more obvious. So entering the gym, I already had at the back of my mind that I don't want to do cardio at all. I'm not going to do, because I did cardio at home and I didn't like how I was looking like. Okay, so it's a love-hate relationship with cardio even till date. I mean, I do cardio now, but I don't love it 100%. Okay, so let's just say I did 3 days in a week.
Okay.
But some weeks I wouldn't go. I was still struggling. And this is not like I just started and boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm trying to crash everything up in a couple of months. But there was a month that I wouldn't even go to the gym at all. I wouldn't work out at all. And then I'll go back to being sad. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, I want to give up. And then this. But because I didn't give myself pressure, the whole idea of I want to give up didn't used to really haunt me, because I didn't say that in 2 months I'm supposed to get results. So if I didn't get results in 2 months, I've given up. I was just like, I want to change who I am. Okay, I want it to be that if you knew me then and you know me now, or you see me now, you'd be like, hey, are you the same person that I knew? So it was a personal project that I was working on with no deadlines. It's just get it done. How you get it done, we don't care, just get it done. So it's not get it done within this number of weeks or something like that. So 3 days in a week, I didn't used to do much of cardio. I used to do a lot of body weights, full body exercises, because those ones were very easy to follow. And I used to depend on the machines a lot, because with the machines, I didn't have a trainer, right? I didn't have someone training me. So the machine, you just look at it, you see the picture, or I'll check when someone is trying to use the machine. Maybe they are pushing this, they are pushing that. Then when they leave, I'll go there and then try and mimic it. So that's how I started. So machines helped me because I was in the gym. And then if I would do something that is not machine related, full body, because that's all I knew, until I started looking more into how to do other isolations and all that. Right.
Okay. Thank you. So make us say the work one other stuff about saying is you say also we started gym no first month in the gym you felt uncomfortable.
Yes.
And you did not like it. And I believe say you no mba no bebre so ba gym obi otumi betua gym bi o moje 700,000 1,500 2,000 oba ba ko onye den omba biem nti no obi wo hwe and then maybe I will go through the way then because of anything why then we judge them near then so we would like you to you will share what will making you uncomfortable at the gym, and then how you you overcame that your friend say uncomfortability or gym no senti a wutumi a cycle ho the amount cycle was no this time around I'm going back and I'm going stronger no you need to let us know sani ebe ya you will fear yes so say bi no ya kwa gym maybe you hu one or two bia yes yan kwa gym bi no you be encouraged by those.
Okay, so I think the greater portion of why not me feeling comfortable to go to music na me ferry. Okay, first thing is na me ferry, and two no na me nim na me kwa koye wo ho. It's the whole idea of Uber corner I say nim na you're just there, you're just like you don't even know what you're doing. So I think that was the main thing. So ferry and low self-confidence because eja me ankasa no I say me peso bia be hu me oh say na what say no I said oh kata on. So when I went to the gym, the reason why it wasn't a comfortable experience for me is I'm going to make a share some trainer biase, and that trainer was not macho man ankasa okay or so what and me call na say okay go to the treadmill. Me call first no one I didn't know anything wrong, but once I'm catch say me na me cardio dada because from the house no I said na me cardio ankasa exactly and me lose skin me honama go into me say me person me baba any cardio but me do gym no say go and stand on the treadmill do 30 minutes and it was as if oh yeah. I didn't like it.
I didn't know you done with you know. The sound that
but obviously remember the same thing. Okay. And he wasn't, I would say at that time he was very harsh. Okay, now I say he's punishing me for allowing myself get fat. Okay, it was like he had a personal beef with me. Say, so what why I can say no, go and stand. No. Why would he say that to me?
Okay.
I'm just saying. Oh no. I'm saying
but
that is how.
Body language now.
Yes.
Now it's a person.
Yes. Now say me why any. Okay. So he threw me onto the treadmill. Well, not literally, right? So that I should go and do 30 minutes and. I was already not liking cardio, so I already got pissed. And I even had a stitch. And he didn't teach me how to use the treadmill. As I said, I don't know how to do anything. This is my first time in the gym. One time I used the treadmill. He just did press some numbers, then he just left. I remember because talking car is a problem for me. Now I was me running for 30 minutes. And Maya Kakra then is like, I didn't even know, at that time, I didn't know that I could just open my legs off onto the treadmill so that the thing could be moving. So I am collapsing over there. And this guy, he didn't even come to check if, and this is somebody who has never been to a gym before, so I expected that I would be guided through the whole process, but no. So, Mary, I'm struggling. I don't know how I finished, but I think some way, I don't remember doing 30, but I think I finished the 30, I don't remember. Mary now say, okay, on to jumping jacks, let's go. Just like that. Meanwhile, I really struggled to do this cardio. Into jumping jacks, no, because I'm here 30, I was able to do only 8. After 8, no, I had a stitch. Into after me say I won't do it again. Me say me and I'm sika and I'm saying say omo training me. And me am sika ahye me me ko. Right? After me ko no so na or the supplements tata me. Oh, you have to get this. And so I don't know anything. It's I just said okay, me nko bio. Ma me nko to am yoga and so office. So I didn't go again. Because I mean say me ko gym hobby ma me hu no. So back up catch him say me nko treadmills and I didn't want to do all that. So the first wasn't a nice experience for me.
So on the behalf of instructors, you be power chop. It was unfortunate you met one of our brothers, Nasebi, if you only ready say obey Jumano, and then when pay attention to won't you be a wootie, we are a similar experience, make us say me sure say you being into it, we be say instructors in your name.
Oh, definitely.
But unfortunately, they will be share nana. Only abotre ana only otwan homa betumi de wide a pass through ana so betie ntie bia wo obi a wo so akọ audience mpo na me o mokasa wo obi a wo ko through bibi sa your friend saying wo betumi ase san gym so what you say ahwe nipa no gum ahodo bebre. And then one thing so me pese me hun say nkofo ka say in the process of your friend saying losing weight and building muscles they want to know say were you doing heavier weight or lighter weight? A young of obi mu always say na heavy weight builds muscles, obi say lightweight, more reps, that's it. So we would like to know your take on that.
So are you asking back then or now?
Comparing back then now.
Oh, okay.
Especially before obeye we no.
Okay.
Back then experience na ma obeye dia why is
okay.
And you know, ka wo answer question no, send you who started weightlifting no.
Okay.
In general, send you wo ye no. Send you obi also person onye se wo no.
Okay.
Obi tunya fa sa kwan so
Okay, so back then dear, na me quadrifo.
Okay.
Okay, into no, there's no way I'm a lift heavy weights.
Okay.
Me penal easy na me call.
Okay.
Okay, so back then dear, because I didn't have much knowledge about it too, I didn't know say be reps and this. Into me na me dey na say me call jima na me to me page no na me page. Na me page no me mas na me feel say my bre. Me be ye be my be ninya. Into no man ha me ho. So back then there was anything goes. Okay, but moving forward now, through mistakes I've learned and all that, no sisi ane dear, say we know progressive overload and hypertrophy and all that, and things have changed. So back then I didn't know what I was doing. Anything goes. If I come today and I can lift this, I lift it. How many times I want to lift it? Feelings. Me feelings are meko. As I was just doing anything. But sisi ane dear, it's something strict. So to answer your question, what you're saying, is it heavier weights or lower weights? I think it depends on your goal. Okay, some people go to a gym to buff up. Some also just want to tone up. Some want to. So I think it depends on the goal. If you want to buff up, then you would be looking more on the heavier side of weight. If you just want to tone, you'll be looking on the lighter side and then increasing your number of reps. It depends. Are you doing endurance? Are you doing hypertrophy? It really depends. Okay, it depends on everyone's goal. So for me, throughout the journey, the goals have always been changing. I don't know, but I think we can all relate. The goals always change. Today you want to lean, tomorrow you want to buff, tomorrow you want to do this. So when the goal changes, the approach to achieve the goal also changes. So I don't think it's a one size fits all. It really depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Okay. Thank you. So what church be brave? But last question based on the exercises, people would like to know, say, name in your journey, 3 exercises are obeka your favorite to do in the whole journey exercise me as ben partner obe name me
favorite to do. Okay, group wise, yes, or particular exercise.
We will say be not the favorite exercise say be let's say bench press,
okay,
shoulder press, and exercise me and sub bench and now if you're on the treadmill, running on the treadmill and me and sub bench yes in name.
I don't think I have exercises that I love because I like it all.
Okay.
In terms of the love side, I would say that I love it all. In terms of the hate side, then I have personal beef with particular exercises. But if we're talking about group-wise, I love working on my back a lot. Okay. My back mainly because my back workouts, eboa with my lower back pain and my waist pain. So I love back workouts. And then followed by core exercises. Okay. I love core exercises because my belly was one of my greatest insecurity when I was big, and understanding that core exercises is going to help tone up the muscles there, I love that a lot. So I think if we're talking about grouping them, back exercises and then core exercises would be my 2 favorites. Okay. If we're doing an upper or lower, I prefer upper body to lower body. I don't like working my lower body. And it's quite ironic because I have to prefer that to cause the balance, but I prefer upper to lower. Then the exercises that I do not like, because I had said that when it comes to the love part, I can name a lot. I don't like goblet squats. Okay. I don't love goblet squats. I don't like goblet squats at all. And I think I'm still in between if I like or don't like walking lunges. Okay, so goblet squats, that one I don't like it, full stop. Walking lunges, mixed feelings.
Depend on the mood there.
It depends. And I think sometimes RDLs, just sometimes. Okay. Right, just sometimes.
Is it part of RDS? Is it part of the favorite or is it?
It's in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, it is in the department of body recomposition. Sanya wa film ya wa ye no. You see the DSU very, very important. Inti you perceive business a time now we go through journey no. We did DSM no. Now we calories would a day no now check here and say now we just would did.
Okay, so me starting there from the very very starting, I'm just me didi. Nana me tell say so. And you know at the beginning no me di nana me di no okay o ba mete so. Then as I was moving forward, I realized some of the things I'm eating no emboa me. So in terms of calorie counting no me try but mampe because me be too obsessed with food and how much is on the plate. Sometimes just a teaspoon of something I want to calculate it. It was just too much going on for me, so it wasn't very healthy for me because it works for other people. So for me, it wasn't very healthy. So I just said, okay, then I'll just do portion control. And when I say I would have all the macronutrients on the plate, but carbohydrates no matter so kakra, well, na mama protein and more healthy fat and so in things. So that's what I was doing. Veggies. So okay, me and veggies, but then veggies, me veggies still date. I don't like vegetables, but me try say I'll just keep it portioned. Intina me say me didina say. Na me who say okay, me did it too much. So that's what I was doing. I didn't do religious calorie counting for an extended period. I tried, but it didn't work for me, and I didn't like it.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Mostly okasa no obo protein so na ye na ye say yen hwe edidie no eya yete eat more protein. So ubetumi actually how important protein was in your diet in the process. And I say up to now no protein no and for so be na hu protein mu you wait me achechire mu kakra achire ya.
So me start here and me realize say when I started doing the changes I realized that me deep protein na a common in the meantime.
Okay.
That's what I realized. Honestly speaking, at that time, me kase me fa because of muscles and I say growth or whatever. Okay. I just realized say a DDA mono, say me dear do protein is a common in the meantime. A chain me did not protein a also. Okay. So then what I realized was I have to increase the protein so that a common in the meantime, so that I won't go and eat any more food. And I realized send me carbs in food so I am a brain time. Okay. So I used to eat them for different things. Okay. When I don't eat carbohydrates, I feel tired throughout the day. When I don't eat protein, I feel hungry throughout the day. Then when I don't eat the healthy fats, I feel thirsty. I don't know how, but then that's how I used to eat. And I realized I was eating them for reasons based on how I'm feeling, not because of what they say that, okay, take protein for muscles and all that, right? And I think when I entered the body recomp where I understood that for me to grow muscles or to see muscle growth, I have to also appreciate my protein intake. I was like, okay, then it's a win-win because me and Kasan me realize per the dieting side, no, me more protein a common in the meantime. In our phase, so almost say I have to eat more protein so that I can get more muscles into, and no side yeah, make the boom, then I just do more protein. Okay.
Thank you. Me typical example, me ame de me ho afa bibi mu ame hu se me koto donsi mo ko she fridge na me nom na ensan ya me ntumi nda o ti sa sansa betumi ayeden ada nti wa na wo pese wo hwe wedidie yi no how did you control your cravings wo kon tumi do ade bi wo ade bi she fridge mpa ade ya akono na wo ni je ho na kwan be so na wo she wo ho so
enti no me mom die me nkoha me ho ntompo nkɔhye fridge no mu in the first place because I don't want any temptation. I don't know how strong I am. I don't want to find out how strong I am. So at the beginning, right, I just say that I won't even tempt myself. Let's not even start with the temptation for me to know if I can flee or not. I wouldn't even put it there. So so I stopped buying a lot of things. Me nkoto embeshe me fridge mo na so I didn't used to do that. So the part where I was disciplined with the food was just don't buy it. Because if it is not with you, you wouldn't even think about it. And if it happened that you were craving it, well, it's not there, right? It's not there. So just deal with it. That was at the start. Okay,
so that is discipline. Some amount of discipline. Denying yourself things you love or things you like. Matthias said, before Nkomono, make sure page so now you talked about say you achieve your physique through body recomposition. Yena ye call form 4 ne form 3 ne form 2 ye we form 2 no bebre brofo bi wo wa ye nye dem ye nteda nti wo so de bia na ugina e kon so ne body recomposition ni ye pese unchirechirem kakra nye dem e maye.
Okay, so body recomposition, I have made a video about that on my page where I break down what body recomposition means. in a way that even someone in class 2 would understand. So I would say Form 4.
Form 4, Form 2.
Okay.
You cry, school P6.
Okay. Oh, so okay, sure. So body recomposition, no. Oh, the end is simple. And one say, okay, so recomposition, we are just rearranging the composition of the body.
Okay.
Into your break it, right? Body recomposition. Okay. Rearranging the composition of the body. So that it's simple. Okay. Into rearranging, the body is made up of a lot of things. You have the fat, you have the muscles, and many other things. I don't want to go too much into it. As I said, I've made a video on that on my page, so you can go and check if you want more details.
But viewers, no more new page, so I have no more to make
Okay, and say when you want to lose weight, you have more fat than muscle. Okay. If you want to start the body recomp, say you have more fat than muscle. And now, person say, will lose the fat no, but as I will lose the fat no, person body no form no best say. No, the muscle no be replace sina a best shama fine. Especially if genetics didn't bless you with that. Ain't no body recomp say, oh, when who say why I can say, oh, person also say, but also say no one person will be lose form. Ain't no son, no build the muscle. Muscle is firm. Okay, into build the muscle, na muscle na ko replace, baby na fat ni shisha na ama better no. And because it is firm too, no, ebe moldia sculpture or fine. Into no, so it's just me person me lose weight, but me person me lose form. Into no me build the muscle na me why kama ashisha fine. That's basically what body recomposition is. Okay,
yeah, that's it. What about Form 4 for ne? P6 for no? Nti obi bisa say sometimes obi will say my yes sir me hwehwe dia wo ken your friend say obi will try so be yes sir but obi will ye 6 months obi will ye 1 year or so anye dey we hwehwe so they would like to know minim says no be genetics obi ani the body ni how fast our body dey dem adjust to but question on person who say, oh, how long they take you start to say, oh, who changes?
Okay, so you remember when I said that I didn't put any timeline or deadline. Yes. So to be very honest, in terms of how long, I wasn't even monitoring the time. And sometimes oh, not March call, February call, January call. So I wasn't checking the time to see, say, okay, I've been in for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. I didn't care. Maybe the say I am changing, I'm doing a rebrand, and how long it took, I do not care. So how long mom dear, to be very honest, I didn't really check. Okay. But I know say it wasn't fast. Okay. It wasn't fast. But I didn't give up because there was no deadline for me to reach. And honestly, me call. And to say becho, Sancho, menam kwanso call. So that was it for me. And those who say that, oh, my yeah, and usually it's a lot of things. One say, oh, yeah, they're not still lying. Not say there's something you're not doing. But these things is based on the individual. So I can't just say a general, maybe they are not doing this or they don't do that because it's not a one size fits all. Okay, sometimes it's just that, okay, maybe they are not carrying enough muscles or they're not eating enough protein or they're not having enough sleep or they're not eating enough fiber. So I can't just say, so why you're not in fat, when I wait in a 1 year because I don't know how the whole thing is. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's so. Now mostly more gym people yeah, but more kase na consistency. Inti consistency so you won't say anything pa. So question maybe is say, who started how hard was consistency for you and how you overcame it?
It was very hard. Okay. It was very hard. There hasn't been any easy part of it. Even till date, it is hard. Okay. Mm-hmm. But so it got to a point where it's either I'm figuring this thing out or me furious ways. Okay. I was just tired. I was done. And it's either you're getting this done or out. Okay. And say and then I mean to me now my catch me who say mine in the double punishments. So I used to do that thing where I'll punish myself for not doing what I was supposed to do yesterday on the next day. Now me who say I am just making a thing pile up. And the funny say in the next me 30 minutes on the treadmill na mankwa. Not just or channel me 1 hour because me or china dear and then Android account in that day Android account. So in terms of discipline, it was more of I was so down bad that I didn't have any other choice. I didn't like what I was looking like. I didn't like how I was feeling, and I knew that I could do something about it. So it's either I'm doing something about it or I'm out. So I didn't have a choice. Let's just say like that. I didn't have a choice. So the excuses were not going to help me because I didn't have a choice. Because I had reached bottom low, okay? As I said, because of time, I'll just be like, okay, I'm just rushing through. But if I tell you the number of times that I had mental breakdowns, emotional breakdowns, and I'm having a meltdown, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm struggling here, it was just too many things that I was dealing with that, truth be told, I didn't really have a choice. So it's either you're getting it done or forget about it. So I think that was what helped me with the discipline part. Okay, my why was that I am done. I've reached rock bottom. I have no other choice. So I have to keep going, and that was what helped. But it's still not easy.
I get you. So at one point, did you feel like I should quit?
No. I said I didn't have a choice.
Okay, so you never...
Because I know that if I quit, I'm going back to that life, and I don't want to get back there. So, nah.
That's cool. Your friend said quitting never came.
No. Because if I quit, I'm going back to West. It's like, we could read the my matron office of a bowl. Hey, I won't go back home. I don't have a choice. I might as well take the one that I can handle. And some so I didn't have a choice.
All right,
I really didn't have a choice.
We started, and I say, we fall in love with the process, Was there anything like motivation?
Yes.
Any form of motivation?
The results.
And then if, okay.
The results, the motivation, right? And the share we share tare. Utumu say, oh, we find a flat camera. Unai no such name camera. Oh, you're not seeing only halal handles and all that. And the other benefits. Once I know, cause I say, me can't say be a brand. I be bisa. Before no, I used to really struggle. Should we pause? The noise.
Sorry, pause it.
The noise. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. The motivation was the results that I was getting. Okay, so it's that thing where now I can talk freely, I'm not panting, I can go up and down the stairs, I can walk for long hours, I'm okay. I can even run and I'm okay, but I still don't like running. And I can do a lot more things that I couldn't do. Okay, that is in terms of the general thing. Because I make offer buckets and pajama, I can do it. I can lift up things. I can do this. I can do that. So I've become more self-sufficient, which wasn't something that I could do when I was bigger. Okay, and in terms of physical features too, a lot has changed. Okay, so I would look good, or I'll look better in a dress that I didn't used to look better in, and I don't have to deal with. Is my arm fat showing? Is my belly showing? And I may I just stay here and I say, I'm person have better and all that. Why are you yawning in the video?
That's good.
So yeah, it was just the result was the main motivation. How I feel, how I look. Okay, self-confidence is coming up. You're having a good self-love now. You can love yourself. You can look in the mirror and you're like, oh, okay, I love what I see. So everything, and knowing that you are just changing as a person. Oh, what can I say obey now? Why? You can trust your words. Now your words hold volume because they'll say, "Okay, I say obey and why?" So altogether, confidence, results, the physique, and then the health benefits that were coming from it as well.
Okay. Thank you very much. So between discipline and motivation, which of the two do you think say with the most? Discipline.
Because motivation, but discipline is say you have to do it. Regardless, you have to do what you have to do.
Discipline.
So discipline. Motivation in there is like, morale. Motivation is like more of a morale. And then there be morale no be ho. But discipline is say, you're supposed to do it. Into pill, do it. Do it. Morale is say, and then me feel it say and I say, hey, challenge like vim number. So that's the motivation. But it's not always there. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you're just like, oh my goodness, do I have to really go to the gym? But then you remember that you have to do what you have to do. So I will take discipline over motivation.
That's so. So next question is Mba on someone lifting weights. What advice will you give them?
They should lift it.
That's the advice. Advice be now the mom.
Say oba a lifting weights now was say bema. Because the way our bodies are no, so we building muscle then to me compare. See, many will tell you there's no way they can compare this to this. It doesn't make sense, right? I just think that people have the mentality that if you are muscular, then you are a man. but they don't know that there are so many benefits from it. Example would be the loose skin that I was dealing with, right? The collagen that I got, like the collagen for muscle building, the fact that even the muscles would even help you burn more fat. And now it became faster. And as I said, muscle is firm. It would help with the body sculpting. So there are a lot more benefits, even for women, that they shouldn't be scared that they will look like a man. And even if you look like a man, okay, and then but I don't believe in look like a man, because there's no way you will build muscles to an extent where it can be compared to the muscles that a man can build. So my advice is they should forget about the societal stereotypes around it and then do their research and actually read through the benefits of muscles to women as they are aging. And they will see that the benefits are actually so many that almost started at almost starting point here. Okay. And also, was sala obe left here, ube do baby or mombeka say you look like a man. No? And it depends on your goal. And then I can say if your goal is endurance, and I'll be lifting weights near different from obia opesa or build it or yekesie. Internal said they know what they are doing and then how they are going about it, but no, there's nothing like look like a man.
Okay, that's it. Your friends say I feel like I started with Jenny now. Then now year before we should not end yanka. Yes, this is yanka the same or we any differently.
Okay, what I would have done differently if I were starting all over again. Yeah. I think I would have started with the dieting plus exercising from scratch, because one of my greatest regrets was that I did the dieting for the longest time and then I branched into yoga and then I branched into cardio. I kept beating about the bush before I got to the weightlifting itself. And at the time that I had gotten to the weightlifting, I had gotten too much loose skin that I know the weightlifting can't get rid of, even though it's not as obvious as it used to be. If I had started with weightlifting plus the dieting at the beginning, I believe that I would have looked better than I look now. So if I was starting all over again, I would just add the weightlifting from scratch. Then I would have also done more research when it comes to learning exactly what I'm supposed to do. Because it's now that I know. I didn't know my body type when I started. I didn't know if I had slow metabolism or high metabolism. I didn't know all these things. So if I had done a better job then, I think I would have had better results now. So if I'm starting all over again, I'm adding weightlifting to my dieting from scratch. I'm adding weightlifting from scratch, and I would want to understand my body. What's my body type? What's my glute shape? What's this? What's my metabolism? Am I an ectomorph? Am I an endomorph? I would want to know more and not just me kukru say me koye yoga and I say me koye cardio. So that's what I would have done differently.
Okay. Thank you. I think so far no, you have said a lot and you have educated us on a lot. Yeah, that's a person say wabe boye no acheche nyo we remind them actually as time goes on so no see here more education we will call upon you. Yeah, that's so say bye.
That's the part.
Nice one.